All right, let's get right into it. What you're about to see is a guide for senior management, and it's drawn directly from a report by Virtualization Options LLC. We're going to be focusing on why your company's old-school security training isn't just an IT headache anymore. No, it's become a critical business risk that really does touch every single corner of your organization.
So let's start with a big question, the one that every leader should be asking themselves right now. In a world completely driven by AI, is that annual check-the-box security training you've been relying on, is it actually a liability? We're going to explore the very compelling argument that it's creating a dangerously false sense of security. So here's how we're going to break this down. First, we'll look at the new threat landscape. What's really changed? From there, we'll trace the ripple effect of that risk out to your customers, through your partners, and all the way to your investors. And then we'll wrap up with a really clear framework so you know exactly what questions you need to be asking your teams. Okay, let's dive into this first part. The game has just completely changed. We have moved from a world of kind of predictable, static security compliance into what is, for all intents and purposes, a full-blown, dynamic arms race, and it's being fueled by artificial intelligence. This slide really lays out the fundamental mismatch perfectly. On one side, you've got the old way of doing things, generic, once-a-year, static training. But on the other side, you have today's reality. Attackers using AI for incredibly personalized phishing, automated malware, and even deepfake deception. The key takeaway here is just, well, it's obvious, isn't it? The old defense is simply no match for this new offense. So, what's the first consequence of this mismatch? Well, it's the direct risk to your customers. And we're talking about more than just data here. This is about protecting the trust you've spent years building and, frankly, avoiding some very serious legal trouble. The source report just nails the core issue with this statement. See, a breach isn't some technical failure that happens in a vacuum. It's a public event, and it can absolutely shatter trust. And, as the report points out, if your customers are in regulated industries, your failure can directly cause them a world of regulatory pain. This table really maps out that chain of responsibility. The exposures, as you can see, are severe. Data leaks, brand erosion, huge fines. So the mitigation strategies have to move away from those annual events and towards continuous role-based training. But for you as a leader, that third column is absolutely critical. Your due diligence has to include auditing your vendors' training programs and really scoring security maturity when you're buying new services. And this risk, it doesn't just stop with your customers. As the report points out, it can spread like a contagion through your entire supply chain. Your security is only as strong as your weakest link, and a lot of the time, that link is an external partner. Just think about that for a second. One employee at one of your vendors, they click one bad link, and because of all the shared systems and credentials we all rely on, that single mistake can unlock the door, not just to their network, but to yours and to everyone else you're connected to. It's a massive systemic risk. This means your whole approach to due diligence has to evolve. Looking at a partner's SOC report, that standard audit of their technical stuff, it's just not enough anymore. You have to start demanding evidence of their human controls. And if a potential partner tells you they only do annual security training, that has to be treated as a major, major red flag for your supply chain. Okay, so now we connect all of this to the bottom line. For the board, for the C-suite, and for your investors, inadequate training has transformed from a simple IT line item into a material financial risk, and it has some really serious governance implications. Let's just put a number on this risk. According to IBM, the average cost of a data breach last year was $4.35 million. And, as the source report emphasizes, AI-powered attacks are just driving that number higher and higher. This isn't some hypothetical threat. It's a multi-million-dollar liability waiting to happen. This is exactly how that risk translates into investor liability. See, outdated training leads to breaches, which trigger huge financial losses and SEC disclosures. This can tank stock prices and even create personal liability for directors and officers. The takeaway here is crystal clear. A modern, effective training program is now a tangible signal of good governance that your investors are actively looking for. So we've outlined the problem and we've laid out the stakes. The big question now is, what do you actually do about it? How do you turn all this understanding into action? Well, this final section gives you a simple but really powerful framework for due diligence. Here they are, the 4 questions that every leader should be asking, starting today. Ask your team if your training is actually keeping pace with the threats. Ask your vendors and your partners for proof, not just promises. Ask your security leadership to connect the dots between training and reducing your financial risk. And finally, ask your board if they are providing adequate oversight for what has become a major governance issue. And that brings us to our final thought. It is time to reframe this entire conversation. Stop thinking of security training as just some mandatory cost you have to deal with for compliance. Instead, ask yourself this one simple question. Is our program a genuine strategic asset that is actively reducing our risk in this new era? Or is it just a dusty artifact from a bygone era, creating a dangerous illusion of safety? The answer to that could very well define your company's resilience for years to come.